And here we have Scott Williams, 2018 GEA Workshop India Leader, to our post-workshop testimonials. So first question, Scott,
Sure.
how did you enjoy your experience leading a workshop in Faridabad at Agarwal College?
I really enjoyed it. I mean, just getting to see all of these students that come from a place halfway across the world and getting to talk to them about issues that are facing their own communities as well as, issues that are facing the global community was really an enriching experience that, I couldn't really have imagined how it was going to be. I think it was a really positive experience just to connect with them and get to talk to them about stuff that they probably don't get to talk to all that often.
Great, thanks. And what was your most memorable experience, both teaching-wise and culturally?
I think teaching-wise, it's just really understanding that, we're in India, but there's a lot of similarities that I wasn't expecting. You're in a different culture, you're really expecting it to be just, completely different, but at the same time, there's a lot of things that we have in common, so that's one of the first things. But I guess differences culturally, it seems that the students have a lot of respect for the teachers, and not that we don't in the States, but I think it was at a level that I wasn't expecting. It's something that, I'm going to take away and understand that, they're students at college, in a small village in India, yet they were very eager and motivated to learn. And that was something that was really exciting to see as a teacher in the classroom. It's something that I'll take away and that I really enjoyed.
Great. And what did you learn or gain from this experience?
I think personally, I don't come necessarily from an economics background. I work more in finance and business and accounting. So for myself, I think it was, really challenging to kind of, learn about these concepts and try to figure out how to critically think about it and apply it and help the students with that. I think professionally, a lot of the social skills that we talk about as far as, giving presentations and delivering content in that way, I think is something I'll take back as a learning experience as well, to do something that, I wasn't necessarily comfortable with.
Great. And in what way do you think how was this experience the most challenging for you?
Okay. So I guess going back to how I answered the last question, I think, for one, just really getting comfortable with the content, I think for me was a bigger challenge probably than other GEA leaders, just, not necessarily coming from an economics background. I think this week really challenged me to think about these issues, these global issues and, the issues that they're facing in India, and coming up with ways to creatively talk about it with the students and connect with them on that level. Outside of that, I think, the language barrier was definitely a challenge. These students are very intelligent. You could tell that, when we were going through the content, they were really connecting with it, and they were really excited to put it into context in their own local communities. But I think the language barrier kind of was a challenge to go through a lot of what they were trying to get at and all of the things they were trying to do. But luckily, I think one of the positive things was having a local contact here that helped to bridge that gap.
Awesome. And do you think you're gonna, recommend this experience to friends, or would you be willing to stay involved and go on another workshop in the future?
Absolutely. I think the mission of this project is very admirable. To go to different schools around the world is an ambitious project. But, seeing it in action, seeing how these students respond to the material and how excited they are to go through and, do things that they've never done before. A lot of the students that we worked with have learned through lectures about economic concepts, and so they were familiar with the basics, but I think being able to show them a different way of looking at things, going through specific exercises like game theory and having them compete as teams, and having them develop a project about something that matters in their country, and seeing how much effort they put into it and how creative they got with it, I think it's a really wonderful experience to see that in action.
Great. Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate
Yeah,
the time.
thank you.